Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for January 7th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern. Just a little heads up, everybody. The transition in our country has begun, and that's not a negative. So just kind of like brighten your day. The country is in a state of emergency. That was not allowed to be mentioned to the American people. They edited it, but the message was loud and clear. And the transition of our country into once again, into a free country where the American people are front and center. So this is what many of us have worked for a very long time, and it has now been engaged. So, be clear and aware, stay away from your televisions as far as watching TV, and use discernment on much information that that may try to get your way, whether you're on the internet or whatever it may be. And because there's a lot of subterfuge and misinformation that's being pumped out there. So we are on our way to freeing the people of this country completely. So I thought I'd pass that along to everybody. If you don't know that yet, you do now. So we always ask ourselves for answers. A lot of us, we search for answers. We're constantly, we want to know certain things. And all the answers are within you. And anytime you're looking outside yourself for healing or solutions to your problems, or what you want to move energy into form, create into reality, or manifest in your life, you're looking in the wrong direction. And sure, there is a universe out there, and we all know that the way to master it is by first discovering how to explore the one that's in here. And when you first start the great exploration within yourself, you may not find anything at first. You may not. It might be just blank. The mind can get easily distracted, and there are billions of possible ideas in there. So think of this as a great test in your patience, and it is to be understood. When you trust yourself, knowing that something bigger than you is guiding you all the time, and you soon will discover the most amazing, loving, gentle, sweet energy inside. It is from this place that all the answers flood in. Absolutely. The secrets to mastering this universe can only be found by those who are willing to look patiently within. You do not have to go far at all to find what your soul is looking for. Everything is already set up in such an absolute, perfect, and divine way. Rest, relax, and you will soon be embracing the infinite being that you truly already are. We think about life, this life that we're all partaking in, each of us, all different ways and experiences. And not very often, maybe very, very rarely, do we supply reasons why life is awesome, why it's amazing. You know that the self is the rider, the body the chariot, the intellect the charioteer, and the mind is the reins. The senses say the wise are the horses, the roads they travel are the mazes of desire. The enlightened call the self the enjoyer when it is united with the body, mind, and senses. The Bhagavad Gita. Not every day in life can be filled, as we all know, with perfect joy, love, bliss. We're here to experience life in a multitude of ways. And we all things kind of slip away from us. And an optimist is a person who sees a green light everywhere, while a pessimist sees only the red stoplight. Now, an optimist is a person who sees a green light everywhere, while a pessimist sees only the red stoplight. The truly wise person is colorblind. Albert Schweitzer. Now, one of the most important things we can practice in this life is to remain open to a positive shift in perception. If you want to live with any type of sustainable happiness in this crazy world, your perception of reality is everything. Perception is the backbone to enlightenment, and the divine perception is effortlessly seeing how joyful, expansive, and fulfilling every experience of life truly is. Every experience in life contains a connection to a higher state of consciousness. When your mind is open, you can always find it. No matter what the challenging person, situation, or problem might be. If you can sit back, or I should say when you sit back, and see with fresh eyes, an open heart, and an insatiable curiosity, all difficulty fades away, and the situation becomes brand new. Creating a divine change in perception is quite simple. It starts with being open to the possibility that a divine guidance, a higher God source, overflowing with clarity, connection, and love, is in everything. 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 It is even in the awareness that is already here right now. With this awesome state of awareness, each of us are no longer following the incessant, hungry chatter of the mind that's wandering around the world like a lost puppy. With conscious awareness, we are all more interested in leading the pack back home to devour the most succulent and expansive life experiences available to us. When we choose to start feeling, smelling, tasting, touching, hearing, and observing life through this open mind, this quiet heart, and awesome, unfiltered awareness, we perceive divinity is here now in every single experience of life. This is the divine state, the most super juicy ride a human life can take, or mankind life. It's absolutely amazing how incredible life can be with such a simple divine change in perception. Consciousness can only observe what undergoes change. Consciousness can only observe what undergoes change. That which is eternal cannot be observed by consciousness or known by it. Unless you meditate on this point, the puzzle will not be solved. Nisargadatta. If you want to experience the fast track to making this divine internal shift happen, then you need to experience one simple yet very courageous thing. Change what you put in your mouth and the words that come out of your mouth for 36 hours. Change what you put in your mouth and the words that come out of your mouth for 36 hours. The mouth is our sacred portal to transformation. When you shift the content of what's flowing in and out of it, everything internally will quickly change. Your mouth is a powerful tool and should be greatly respected to the transformation it can do to you. If you want to see real miracles manifest this week in your life, then make a radical shift in your diet. Clean out your internal hardware with a 3-day green juice cleanse, and only drink distilled water or green juice during this time. It is by far the fastest way to clear and release the extra kilos of mucus and muck stored up in your subconscious basement of 28 feet of intestinal tract. Clean your pipes out, and you will create an instant positive shift in perception and truly see the bigger picture of your life. Now, to initiate this amazing cleanse, start your mornings meditating for 5 minutes on your heart. Quiet your mind and feel into what the heart of God might feel like. Always try to remain open to feeling everything that arises inside you. This open heart approach is the secret to the most expansive, positive shift in perception. Set the intention each morning to expand beyond your heart's comfort zone and into a space of deeper honesty with yourself. This radical shift in your diet begins with 100% willpower, yet then reveals the real magic when all willpower has subsided. Hold on to the intention of seeing and feeling the divine in everything and everyone. I have found that this profound perception cannot be forced. It only comes through absolute surrender and letting go of how your old eyes viewed reality. When you're not eating your normal ego-gratifying foods, your emotional body will tend to revolt, get cranky. You may feel hangry. When calorie intake is lower than normal, our energy supply has to reach for higher levels. This is when your deeper spiritual assignment in life kicks in. When the mind loses the plot, start to breathe deeply for 3 to 5 minutes into the belly. And soon, now you don't care to do this, like stressing and pushing. Easy. 3 to 5 minutes breath deeply and 3 to 5 minutes into the belly, not the chest. And soon the light of pure consciousness will come pouring in. The light of divine perception is already inside each and every single one of us. So we just have to remove the muck so it can find its way through. Holding an intention in this life can often become confused with holding on to desire. Holding an intention in life, in this life, can often become confused with holding on to desire. In the world of manifesting, they are exactly the opposite. There is no attachment or expectation when you have an intention to create an experience. It's very important to understand. There is no attachment or expectation when you have an intention to create an experience. You're simply living in awe of how the magic of the manifesting universe works. Each of us, are relaxed in ourselves, completely at ease, because we are trusting the magic of the mind. We are not clinging to any desire because we feel so deeply connected with the infinite spiritual source within us. Your trusting the universe has got your back and enjoyably immersed in your surrender to the totality of existence. It is only through letting go of the old that we create a new space to arrive at a different dimension of reality. In order to go from 3D to 5D, which some of us are doing, we have already passed through the heart at 4D. The heart is the gateway to altering your divine perception of reality. There is no easier way to feel the source of God is here now, in your every breath, thought, and movement, simply by being completely open and surrendered to each moment. It naturally finds its way into you. So understand that all of this is transitional for this civilization. However you cleanse your body, detox your body, it is up to you. I may make suggestions, but it really is up to you on how you follow that guidance and understand. It is all about discovering the heart of God and what that heart of God might feel like, or does feel like. So it is, in a way, a shifting of vibrational frequencies, your body, your heart-mind, because we all know that the heart of God is within each and every one of us. And to discover the heart of God, we go within. We release any desires. And we embrace and discover in a very clean, open way with ourselves, where we begin to see and feel the divine in everything and everyone. And this is something that we can't force. No matter how hard you try, you can't force it. It comes through absolute surrender and letting go of how your old eyes viewed this reality. You close your eyes for a moment, you open them, and you have new eyes. And you view this reality in a completely different perception. And remember, holding an intention in life can often become confused with holding on to desire. Many of us do this. And they're absolutely, when we move energy into form, we create it into reality, we manifest 24/7. This and that world, in the manifesting world, is the opposite. Okay? Holding an intention in life can often become confused with holding on to desire. And in our manifesting world, in this universe, they're exactly the opposite. There's no attachment or expectation when you have an intention to create an experience. No expectation, no attachment. When you have an intention to create an experience. And all of us are simply living in awe of how the magic of the manifesting universe works. It's to know it, not to guess it, not to be outside of it, but to be it. And once you understand that, you become it. Then you begin to realize that you're the director, you're the master, you're the one who directs that energy. And the universe responds exactly finite the way you have it intended. You don't think about it. You don't attach yourself to it. You intend it, and then you walk away. You don't have any expectations on when, and how, and all of that. That's the desires. So you intend, and that's it. And we're all moving by quieting our minds, feeling into what the heart of God just might feel like. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. And I know we all are. And the first thing that we care to do, relax the body. You, each of us, are the masters of the body. And once you understand that and you start communicating with your body, I mean literally communicating with it, talking with your body. How are we doing today? Okay? then the body is going to start communicating with you. And it doesn't have to be pain and anxiety and sorrow and worry and stress and fear. The body will let you know through a vibrational frequency. You'll just know it through the heart-mind. I'll put it that way. And it's not going to be doom and gloom because you'll be aware of things. And as you progress with the body, you'll begin to know it more and more. So just like when you want to relax and do nothing, not through laziness, just because you desire to be doesn't mean you're in laziness. So when you relax the body from head to toe, inside and out, view it as you view it from the heart-mind. Not the ego mind, the heart-mind. And just kind of scan over it. And anything that you may detect that it communicates with you, stress, tension, then let it go. Let's let that go, body. It's not doing us any good at all. Let's let it go. And you do that. See, when you do that through the heart-mind, you literally let it go. The body understands. And as you do that, the body responds by just letting go, just relaxing, because you're letting go. In your vehicle, would you just keep dumping garbage in the back seat? Would you? Would you just dump garbage constantly? So that the smell got so bad that you could barely stand being in the vehicle. Well, some of us, it's like our bodies. You just keep dumping. And I'm not talking just about food. I'm talking about stress and fear and anxiety and anger, worry. And we just keep dumping it into the body, all those emotions and energies. And guess where they're coming from? They're instigated through the ego mind. No, you wouldn't do that, would you? That's a depiction. It's a visualization of how some of us just load our bodies up with stress and fear and anxiety and fright, all kinds of things. So when it comes in, we let it go. We don't harbor it. We don't hang on to it. We let it go. And we genuinely let it go. It's not like you're on a fishing line and you just cast it out in the water and then you reel it back in. No, you're letting it go. You're cutting the line. And you're walking away from it. So as the body relaxes from head to toe, we move into the now. It's a natural state of being. Relax the body, move into the now. And by moving into the now, the space between heartbeats, moment to moment, you leave the ego and the mind behind for that moment in the now. It stills the ego and the mind. All the chatter that we all are incessantly being bombarded with, all the noise, all the thoughts, 24/7, just constant, is eliminated in the now. You're only focused on the moment. All of us focused on the moment, this very now. Now, some of us, well, all of us at times we reminisce. We go in the past and we remember things and we savor those things. But we don't stay there. It's a quick visit and that's it. Others will wander off into a future that doesn't exist, constantly wondering when, what if, when, how, and where, and why. But then there's those that do that, and then there's those that choose to stay so long in the past that they take that past, they bring it into a future that doesn't exist, they create that future from that past, and then they relive that past in that future. And this is why so many of us will talk to ourselves and ask ourselves, why does it seem like I keep repeating things in this life? I keep going over things. You know, it's like people will have relationships, and then that relationship ends not too good, and then they go to another relationship which gives even more of the same of the past relationship. You see? There's many different markers in our lives that let us know that you're living in the past. You're repeating things. You're not learning from them. That's another danger. You don't learn because you continually live in the past. How are you learning anything? You don't. That's why it keeps repeating. So the now is it for all of us. And I'm not saying that it's easy to stay in the now, because we're so used to wandering with all these thoughts that come in, mostly aren't ours. Excuse me. So in the now, how do you stay in the now? There's only one way. There really is only one way. And this is why we've been given all of these wonderful things in our journey in these bodies. So we use our breath. Our breath is divine positive energy. It sustains the vessel that houses the kingdom of God, the heart of God. And so when we get these thoughts, because we do, all of us, none of us are immune from it, these thoughts just come floating in. They're really weird. Some of them are far out, and they just come in. And unfortunately, some of us will grab them. When the clouds pass us by, we grab one of those clouds, bring them into us, and we create it into reality. So by using our breath, when we do that, when we wander off with thoughts, we are consciously aware that we're doing it. So say, I'm wandering off with these thoughts again. So I'm going to focus on my breathing, and then I'll be in the now. So your breath, as soon as you start focusing on your breath, you are in the now. There's no such thing as the breath yesterday or the breath tomorrow. There's only the breath in the now. And so this is perfect for us to focus on the now. And whenever we wander off, we focus on our breath, our breathing, divine positive energy. Now, we visualize this in this meditation where we take our breath, our divine positive energy, and we move our breath and we watch it as we merge it with the God Force Love Light energy, which runs directly through the center of our bodies, completely. And it runs through 7 main chakras, wheels of light, energy vortexes. These are intimately connected to our spirituality, our physicality, all the realms. We are connected. The astral plane, spiritual plane, all of these, we are connected. So we watch through our heart, minds, motion picture as this energy, the divine positive energy and our God Force Love Light energy starts to move. We move them through effortlessly through these energy vortexes, these chakras. Each one's a flower. Each one has a geometrical shape in the flower. So we take it, and as we do, we start with the red wheel of light, which is the root chakra, the Muladhara. And this deals with survival, and it is blocked by fear. Then we move to the orange wheel of light, the Vadhisthana. This deals with pleasure, and it is blocked by guilt. And we move to the golden yellow wheel of light, the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. This deals with willpower, and it is blocked by shame. And then we move to the emerald green wheel of light, the Anahata. And this deals with love, and it is blocked by grief. And then we move to the throat chakra, the Vishuddha, the blue wheel of light. This deals with truth, and it is blocked by lies. And then we move to the indigo wheel of light, the Ajna. This deals with insight. It is blocked by illusion. And then we move these energies to the violet wheel of light, the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. This deals with cosmic energy, and it is blocked by ego attachment. And what I've done is I've revealed to all of us in a very simple way what blocks our chakras, what causes the chakras to be blocked. Now you know. You start understanding this, then you're able to determine you have issues in any one of the chakras, in any one of your organs, anywhere in the body. You'll know why it's being backed up, because you'll explore it. It's like the golden yellow wheel of light deals with willpower and is blocked by shame. Or the emerald green wheel of light deals with love and is blocked by grief. So if you're having issues with love, you will know that somewhere grief is blocking the love that chakra exudes. So we bring all of these. We bring the divine positive energy, our breath, our God force love light energy to the top of our heads, the crown chakra. And we hold it briefly, about 3 seconds. I am light, I am love, I am. And in that brief period of time, we compress and condense our divine positive energy, our breath, our God force love light energy into pure liquid energy, omnipotently powerful. And we release it over the pineal gland. And when we do this, you can view your pineal gland however you choose through your heart, mind, motion picture. I view it as a green ball, a rosebud. And when I pour this liquid energy over it, it immediately expands into a fully bloomed rose, massive with multicolored petals. You can see it shimmering and vibrating, and a beautiful fragrance. And it is complete and utter contentment and peace and tranquility and benevolence and gentleness and kindness. It connects us to all of the particles of existence. I mean, down to the quarks and then to the atoms. And I mean, in everything and everything. Nothing and nothing. Connects us to all. It's our gateway throughout existence, exploring all avenues. Now, we're consciously aware, or we wouldn't be here, that we're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and we're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And we also know consciously that our bodies, our heart, mind, our ego and mind, our subconscious mind, our higher self, our spirit, our soul, the God source, pure consciousness, all one. That's why when we're consciously aware to this clarity and we walk this planet Earth, we are heaven on earth. Because we know this, we're consciously aware of it. It isn't ego mind, it is heart mind, it is God source. And so, in every step we take, we create paradise. And we intend this. This is our intention as one. And we also consciously aware that we shine our light on everything and everyone. We flood everything. Now see that in your heart, mind, motion picture. See what that feels like. and looks like. This is how we are creating a paradise in 5D, where everything that has been viewed to this point will no longer be. And this planet will become the paradise it was originally intended to be. And we will become the gods that we were originally intended to be. Now, others, we draw upon all of ourselves. We draw upon all the facets and all the aspects of ourselves. And it doesn't necessarily mean that we really enjoy some of those aspects, but we understand through the God source and the heart of God that we love everything. And this in turn is loving ourselves. So all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And only those who are consciously aware, like us, that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. Eternal gratitude and eternal love. That is always, this is our intent. Now, they come in the gogaplexes. One gogaplex fills this entire universe and all the sub-universes of this universe. They come in trillions of gogaplexes from every direction. And they're all with us now as parts of us, and we are parts of them. Feels real good. Then we call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, and beneath earth. There's many, many, many civilizations beneath the surface of this planet, in its atmosphere, in its oceans. And all of them, only the ones who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming of this circle of light, the complete, full liberation of the civilizations of this planet and the planet. Now, they come in the billions, and they're with us now. We call upon all the galactics, off-worlders, celestials, and this is from everywhere. Not just this galaxy, but in all existence. As we're all part of each other. Not going to change, never will. And only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming this circle of light and liberation of this planet. Now, we're only familiar with a smidgen of them. And this includes, the different levels and species of these civilizations. The good, the not so good, and the bad. Understanding that only the highest vibrational frequency of these civilizations that are consciously aware can participate in this meditation with us all as one. So we have the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Andromedans, the Arcturians, the Feline, the Zeta Reticuli, the Nords, the Greys, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. Now, they have also been assisting us in our evolution while in these bodies, in our enlightenment, our ascension, in freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they come in uncountable numbers. And they're all with us now as one. Feels good, doesn't it? We call upon all of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. And again, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of the circle of light, and the full liberation of this planet and her civilizations. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now, as one. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on, in, above, and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, this meditation forming the circle of light. Now we're only familiar with a smidgen of them. There are trillions of them. Shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations, which many we have never, ever seen before. So the ones that we're a smidgen aware of, the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, wood, ether. The mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, and the minotaur. Many, many, many more. And they come in the trillions, and they're with us now as one. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we are all together. We are in full compassion, non-judgment, non-negativity, stillness of mind and ego and subconscious mind. Gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, abundance, prosperity. And we're all one, and we're all God, and we're all love. And our God force, love, light, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. All of us form a massive circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now. This circle of light is the heart of God within each and every one of us. This is our light, because we are the light. We don't follow the light. We are the light. And this circle of light is so brilliant that it grays out the darkness of sacred space. Take over 1,000 billion suns in the solar system to even compare to its radiance. And we're flooding all of our brothers and sisters. All life, the highest supreme value in the universe. Everything and everything. Drenching, showering, bathing. Inside and out, head to toe. With this deep, eternal love and gratitude. See it, feel it through your heart, mind's motion picture. We begin to ascend, levitate above this planet as the circle of light. And as we do, we're met with this massive ocean of glitter. It's everywhere, reflecting, shimmering, all over the place. Trillions of vibrant, different colored lights. And we see that they're little mirrors and all reflecting all of us gathered. Every aspect, every facet, learning, teaching. Fantabulous. Feels good, doesn't it? We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We are then met with the violet, blue, flaming purple light of Archangel Michael. This is the column of light that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We are then met with the white fire. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we are imbued from head to toe, inside and out, with the God Force Love Light energy. And this armor protects us 24/7 eternally. Nothing, absolutely nothing externally can harm it, can shift it, can change it, can penetrate it. Nothing at all. No power, no matter how great it may be perceived. But only you have the power. That if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency low enough through hate, anger, deceit, deception, dishonesty, worry, stress, fear, anxiety, greed, and whether you do this consciously or subconsciously or unconsciously, you will create a breach in your white fire armor enough so that all the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies can come flooding in. Now, if you do decide to do this, you're immediately met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame, we can transmute all these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance. Send it to pure consciousness where it is no longer existing. We are then met with the violet ray. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame. We can purify and cleanse the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies once were, restoring our vibrational harmony with deep eternal love and gratitude, and sealing the breach in our white fire armor. We are then met with the golden white pink light. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we, all of us, are the sunsets, the sunrises. We are the sun, the sunlight, the rain, the rainbows. We are the trees, the forests. We are the snow. We are all the animals. We are the sky, the clouds, the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams. We are everything. So when you see a sunset or a sunrise, or a rainbow, or a lake, or a tree, and you're in awe of its beauty, the beauty is you. We all begin to continue to ascend above this planet. As we do so, some of us step outside our physical form, if we're carrying physical form, and float effortlessly above it. We come across this massive crystalline light tower. We all created it. It is larger than the solar system. In the center of it, we arrange for an oblong sphere that has many bands of multicolored lights, all surrounding a golden white sparkling light. And it's sending out, and all of these bands of colored light, along with the golden eye, is sending out this mist, saturating all of us, head to toe, inside and out. And the golden white light is pure, deep, eternal love. And then the rest of them are sending this out, saturating us. Gratitude, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, prosperity, abundance, well-being, great wealth, happiness, and joy. And it is all a reflection of who and what we are. At the top, we created this crystal light tower so the golden ocean can come cascading down eternally, flooding all of us inside and out, head to toe. And this is pure, deep, eternal love. It's the essence of our creation, all of us. We are the drops of this ocean. We hold its essence. The ocean is the drops, and the drops are the ocean. And we're all one. The only illusion is the separation. And we see our meditative sphere. We created this sphere almost 3 years ago. It holds nearly 1,200 of our meditations in perpetual motion, which means each meditation that all of us gathered every day is in full motion, flooding. Imagine that, almost 1,200 highly intended, deep, pure, eternal gratitude meditations of liberation, of transition, of transcendence, flooding all of us 24/7, inside and out. See that through your heart, mind's motion picture. See it as it literally saturates all of our brothers and sisters, all of the planet, inside and out, above and below it. Feels good, doesn't it? Now, this meditative sphere can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And this is why it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. This is absolutely endless. Massive progression of the transition of existence. Feel it. Experience it. Consciousness can only observe what undergoes change. That which is eternal cannot be observed by consciousness or known by it. Unless you meditate on this point, the puzzles will not be solved. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close us out. Take an easy breath in through the nose. An easy breath out through the mouth. Move slowly. An optimist is a person who sees a green light everywhere, while a pessimist sees only the red stoplight. The truly wise person is colorblind. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and into the following morning. And we will return here, January 8th, 2021 at 3 p.m. Eastern to continue our global guided meditation called The Full Liberation of This Planet Earth Gaia Arya.